Welcome, family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, and I was going to say followers again. Leaders around the world, and those that just want to watch The Wiz. Welcome to the channel, The Wiz's channel. I am your host, your entertainer, your dude, The Wiz. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful day. It is Saturday. We're going to do our weekly update. I'm going to do this video and then a vlog, probably either today or tomorrow. But I wanted to get this one out just to continuously keep on with the routine, which is the highlight of our video today, our daily and weekly routine. I hope it's going to be pretty quick. I should be able to get through it relatively quickly with a lot of in-depth detail as far as who I am, what I like to do, and what it is that I do. It's not going to be complete. It's not like I do this throughout the entire year. Obviously, throughout the year, it's going to change. As of right now, it's the fall season. This won't be in depth to the point where you would know what I change as far as work or as far as my diet or training goes. So none of that really matters. In essence, this is more or less what I like to do daily and weekly. So as far as the daily routine goes, I'm going to give you what I want my daily routine to be, not necessarily what it is that I do every single day. I don't do that. I don't do every single, excuse me. I don't do everything every single day, right? It's not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I could be perfect, but I choose not to be. But yeah, it's that simple. I'm not going to have a perfect every single day routine. I strive for that. But weekly, there are some parameters that I like to bust out every week, and those are almost pretty much every week. So that's what we're going to go through real quick. So just starting things off, I'll go Monday through Sunday. I like to think of Sunday as my last day of the week. I lied. I don't really think of it that way. I like to think of it as just that beginning and end day. I use it as a finisher, and I most certainly use it as a starter. But I think I'll start with Monday simply because, you know what, let's start with Sunday. I didn't plan anything on any of this out, just to let you know, obviously. So know that it's pretty much routine. But I think I'll start with Sunday. So as far as prepping for the week, as I said, Sunday is kind of a prepper and a finisher to the week. As far as prepping the week, dang it. Now I want to start on Mondays because I like that time. I like the time frame. Like I work 7 to 4. You know, that's the time frame. Sundays are never a perfect specific time for anything. Dang it. All right, so Monday through Friday, I work 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. roughly, and that could be anywhere from 3:30 to 5 to 5:30. I'm a landscaper by profession. I don't want to call it landscaper because it's not the type of landscaping that I really want it to be. It's just cutting grass and whatnot. So I landscape for a living. 7 a.m. to about 3:30 to 4:30, maybe 5. And that's a guaranteed time frame right there. So that's every day, Monday through Friday. Before I go to work, I will wake up at 5. I wish I could say it's exactly 5 o'clock. So, little in-depth story for me. I live at work. I actually live in my vehicle. Sometimes I'll stay inside, parked inside the warehouse where I am at, or I'll be outside. If I'm inside, which has been this week for the very first time, because my windows aren't tinted. It's a little bit to go into this because I know you don't know me yet. I'm breaking down my vehicle and building it back up. So I'm in that stage, that process, that transition process. That's the biggest project that I have going on for me right now. But right now, this week I have been staying in the shop. What that has done for me positively has gotten me to wake up a little bit earlier. So one of the guys that gets here in the morning gets here nice and early, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, turns on the lights, and boom, it is literally like the military lifestyle that I have lived for such a long time. It's just automatic. I'll wake up and I'll go. Whereas if I'm outside and I'm kind of on my own, I may hit the snooze. I actually won't hit the snooze. I kind of prep my alarms specifically to where I'll have two alarms, one at 5:30 and one at 5:45, and that's that. If I'm in the warehouse, then I will wake up at 5 o'clock, and thankfully and behold to the new lifestyle, I will get up. I will go to the bathroom, come in the kitchen where I'm at now, and do my lemon, sea salt, bone broth, and water concoction. Dixie cup glass every single time, and it's an absolute flush for the body. I'm not even going to the benefits. It's just an amazing, amazing starter. Turns on the entire body like an electricity, like a Christmas light of bulbs. It just turns me right on, and that's the same every single day. Right afterwards, I'll start doing my coffee. 1 cup of coffee a day. It's not every single day. Weekends I usually take off, and Monday through Fridays typically. Yeah, I'll usually do a typical glass of coffee. Per specific coffee, I'll usually either save it for about 3:30, 4 o'clock before I go to the gym if I'm feeling good throughout the day, and this varies, or I'll sip on it throughout the day. So another story why either way, but essentially there is a reason for it. Yes, 3:30, 4 o'clock has been shown to be a little bit too late. It doesn't seem so as of now. It doesn't seem to be hindering my sleep cycles quite yet. So I'll push it as late as 3, 4 o'clock right before I go to the gym, and I'll get that thing down maybe a half hour, and then I'll be off to the gym later on after work. Coffee. Um, I will have my meals already prepped, so I'll get to that tonight, Monday. That later on. Talk about Monday tonight, but I'll grab my meals. I will, yeah, grab my meals, pack my bag, fill up my water jugs, fill up my backpacks, my hydration packs, and I'm pretty much off to go, and I'm pretty much good to go. Breathing. Oh my goodness, yeah. So the warm up's pretty simple. I could go in depth. The warm up's pretty simple. Yeah, this is only Monday, and it's 8 minutes in. The warm up's pretty simple. I took it straight off from strength camp. It's about a 15-minute warm. It's technically 10 minutes. I lengthen it and just do a longer exercises. I'm not going to post a link, but it's directly from, let's say, Elliot Hulse and his strength camp warm-up routine. It's just I've done it for a while. I used to intern overseas over the strength camp, and it's so easy. I like to do joint rehab. I like to do blood flow and oxygen. So it's a vast combination of specific movements and blood flow and oxygen consumption to help wake up the body, stimulate the body. So yeah, that's that. Go to work at 7 to 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's all working. I'll eat my meal in there at lunch. I eat sporadically. I got to be honest. One of my downfalls is that I continuously eat rather than eat once or twice a day, intermittent fasting style almost. I don't do that. I would like to. I believe my hormones are a little bit off on some of these things, and I will be fixing these in time. It's just how it is. But I love to eat, and I like to eat very sporadically all the time throughout the day. Broccoli and my homemade dressing, veggie dip dressing. I have my salads that I've mentioned in plenty of videos before. Pictures, plenty of them. They're always the same, but they're delicious. Big. They're big and delicious. All right. So there's no lack of nutrients in the salad. Trust me. Trust me. Anyway, so that, and then I have trail mix sort of deal for more snapping. 3:30, 4:30, I will end, and then it's straight off to the gym. Monday, Tuesday, I'll take off from the gym Wednesday or Thursday, right? So I'll go to the gym at least 4 of the 5 days of Monday through Friday. Usually Wednesday or Thursday, I'll take off from the gym. I would like to say that I'll still exercise. And when I say exercise, I really mean passive exercise. So it may be yoga, it may be foam rolling, it may be utilizing um, my ball, my lacrosse ball and whatnot, but something with the body. You should always be doing something with the body, no matter what. Um, and passive work is just as beneficial as active work, which is the gym sort of training. Um, but on the other hand, I really use those days, Wednesday or Thursday, as my shopping days. It's not perfect, but it's just another day to prep. So I will prep 3 more days worth of salads. I'll just cut those vegetables up, put the seeds on, put the nuts on, um, and that'll be it. So I'll prep Sundays and usually Wednesdays or Thursdays for 3 days at a time. Um, After the salads are prepped, I will make my next day's worth of meat. I'll just cook the meat up and put it in one of my salads for the following day's worth of food. Um, and I'll prep anything else, whatever. I don't even think there's anything else really to prep, but essentially, the rest of that night is just cleaning the kitchen, cleaning my own area, keeping things up to date. Um, Shopping. I usually have to shop on Wednesday or Thursday just for the odds and ends food. I'll have these what I eat and how I train in other videos. This is just for habitual routine purposes. So Wednesday, Thursday is my day off. Friday is awesome because it's a little bit different of a training day. It's not always going to happen this way. Like yesterday, I actually picked up a side job with a buddy of mine. So I got paid for extra work, but I couldn't go to the gym. On the other hand, the work that I was doing was phenomenal, absolute great training wise. It was essentially moving dirt. I got crazy, crazy, crazy oblique work in, core work. Um, it was phenomenal. And I'm always conscious and aware of how I'm utilizing my body, especially when I'm doing work like that. Um, so it worked. It totally worked well enough. I'm feeling really well. Nothing overdone, but good Lord, it's amazing. Um, but on the other hand, on Fridays, I would like to go to the gym around 4. I'll do literally my own thing. They have their own room. Um, where they won't have classes for a good 2 hours, and for like an hour I'll do my own thing. I'll do my dancing, I'll do my ear rhythmic moving. It's essentially just mobility, um, dance flow sort of training, sort of movement patterns, and then I'll go into functional pattern style movements just to get those movement patterns down. I can utilize a hard wall with balls, with ball slams. I'll get the barbells. I'll use anything. It's really anything at all. Just utilizing those sling patterns, right? So I can do that in there. Um, Training wise, during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do some classes at the gym. They have some classes. They're not that great, but it gets me going because it's in a group environment. It usually gets me to push a little bit harder. Um, they're not amazing, but it is what it is. Um, I'm trying to get more functional patterns working after those days, but it's just not there yet. It's not habitual, so I'm not even going to go into it yet. Um, And Saturdays are the same thing. I didn't get to do it today because I got even more work, so I got paid, which is great. But Saturdays or Sundays, I will do the same style of training. So if the gym is open and there's a free room, I'll go in there and move. I'll go in there and dance. I'll go in there and do the functional patterns movements, and I will do mobility, um, foam rolling sort of deals. Just to recover. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the beginning of recovery. Um, you should have one day during the week that is a recovery day, and then maybe 2 days during the weekend. At least that's just my opinions. That's what I do. Um, but I believe in doing recovery work, and I believe that it's just as important as that exercising deal. Mm. Cheers. I will give them all. Biba Tea is owned by Biba Bop. I will give them all the publicity that they want. It's amazing. It's like Asian Chipotle. I love them. Ritual coming in on Saturdays or Sundays. Saturdays though, so getting into the weekend, this is where I will get everything I need done. Fridays, I will write down an entire list of everything I want to do for the weekend. It usually carries into the week. Um, but essentially, besides training on Friday and Saturday, I will wake up wise, usually 7, 6, 7 o'clock, not even 6, 7 or even 8. It's just whenever my body kind of wakes up, and it's usually around 7. Wake up, definitely do some warm ups, do my warm up routine. I still get my lemon drink in the morning. Um, and essentially it's knocking out list after list after list, point after bullet point. So I have my list. Mainly, I have a few main things. I'll definitely shop one time on the weekend. It's either Saturday or Sunday. Um, I will break down my vehicle, whatever the next step is of the process. I'll break it down. Right now, I'm in destruction phase, and eventually, I'll be constructing it to make my own home out of my vehicle. Um, I will do something with my vehicle, usually dedicate a good 3, 4, 5 hours to it. Um, I'll do laundry. I will do prep my meals. Um, Prep my meals is typically Sunday. It's usually Sunday. Happens for about 3 hours. Um, 3 hours at max, really. And it's really just cutting vegetables and whatnot. It doesn't take too long. It usually takes long because I'm distracted by Netflix or something like that and watching Gordon Ramsay go crazy in Hell's Kitchen. But yeah, Saturdays I will it's varied, but essentially it's working on the vehicle. Like I have to go to the junkyard and pick up parts. Um I may work sometimes. I may work at the shop. We're starting to do weekend work here. But essentially, it's vehicle work, diet, and training. Those are the things that make up my life. It's really simple. I do live a simple life very much right now, and it's almost too simple, which is why I do live out of my vehicle. It is my current project. It is my current driver that kind of keeps me going as far as keeping me on edge, keeping me on my feet, keeping things spontaneous. I need something like that here. My work is not hard. It's not difficult by any stretch. Um, Gym training is more or less in a state of building up consistency and recovering the body. Um, and doing new things. Self defense is still I'm still trying to get into it. It's a fear. It most certainly is a fear that I'm not doing it. The place that I'm doing it, that I want to be doing it at, or I'm trying to do it at, I'm just not fond of it yet. And it probably is more fear based, but I don't know if I'm ready yet. And yes, I should just go when I'm not ready. But in time, I've taken a class. Literally, the first class that I took, I cracked a rib doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I've done it before. Like that's what we do in the military was Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And I've taken classes before. I've trained in it. I've trained in the styles before. But gosh, after that cracked rib, it put me down for a second. I have to admit. So it's kind of been a little bit of fear based. Um, so yeah, that's coming into play. I would like to, and then as far as training goes, it's just developing the actual yearly training plan that I've had for many years. I've had it written down. It's always in the making, and following it is really what we're trying to get into. So consistency, recovery, uh, self-defense, and then following that plan. That's really what I'm looking for as far as training. Diet. I couldn't really be any. I could be more spot on. I've never had my blood work. I have no idea what I can and can't handle. I've reintroduced nuts, and I believe it may have some. I believe it may have some effect. I still can't tell because I'm not eating perfectly. I've got not fast food, but I mean anything that you don't make at home is really considered to me fast food. There's dressings on there. There's sauces and seasonings. It could be any of that stuff that causes inflammation. Beyond that, if I can't handle carrots, so could that. So I don't really know what's causing the inflammation. But ever since I did start having nuts, I can tell there's a little bit more inflammation, or at least gaseous, gaseous inflammation that has occurred. But my diet hasn't been perfect lately. Hasn't really been perfect. So besides that, I think that's just about it. On you tomorrow, building out the vehicle. Let me check something real quick. I have my daily routine right here. Feel like I'm missing something. Oh, well, I do my Facebook Lives. I do my Saturday. I want to do Facebook, YouTube, and then my own camera. I got to do one of those at least. I got to do each of those once a week, usually on the weekend. I'll do my documentary videos whenever I want to, just whenever I feel like it. Um, I will call up friends just to catch up. I mean, I don't really have many connections here where I live, so I'll do my best to, connect with as many people as I can that I know and just go over life and just anything at all. I'm sure many of you do it, but I like personal. I like to get down to the root of things. If there's a problem in your life, I like to call people and connect. Cook prep. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple lifestyle, guys. I have to admit. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's perfect by any stretch. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not hard, because there are other aspects of my life that you guys don't know about that do cause a little bit of a hang up. You guys will learn this in time. But for now, my quick version of my routine has come to a length of 23 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and cut it there. I'm going to still do my vlog video later on and just get you guys caught up on what the heck's going on, with my vehicle, with my training, with my diet, perhaps. Not that I haven't covered it here, but there you go. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is The Wiz, Mike for short. Live expressively. Bless you.